On we go with the second Women's Series event of Saturday, and we have the winner of the first, an emphatic victory for Fallon Sherrock in the 7th event on the Women's Series this year, taking her tally of titles to 4 for 2021 in the PDC. It was almost 5, wasn't it, when she reached the final of the World Series event in Copenhagen. Certainly gave Michael van Gerwen a scare on that stage. But based on what we've seen so far, Lorraine Winstanley can certainly give Sherrock a scare here. Can't she, Dan?
She absolutely can. She's already dispatched Lisa Ashton once. She posed some problems for Mikuru Suzuki in the semi-finals, and she's given herself a great platform upon which to build this weekend as everybody apart from Fallon chases a spot at the Grand Slam of darts. Fallon already secured, of course.
She carries on playing at the super standard which she produced, particularly in that final. And the other match we saw on the stream from the first event of the day, then might get Sunday off, Fallon Sherrock. She is still playing to secure her return to Alexandra Palace.
55.
Looks very likely to be there, but it's never over till it's over.
Well, the way that Fallon Sherrock has been playing, she'll fancy her chances of winning every single one of these events. Having picked up the first one, that's $6,000. I mean, that's the equivalent of finishing runners-up in a Players' Championship event on the Pro Tour.
Yeah, so Mikuru Suzuki in the
83
box seat for that second Grand Slam spot after one event. A long way to go, but Lorraine Winstanley just behind her in 3rd place.
60.
Yeah, and Mikuru has only just scraped through against Courtney Hine, so she's just reached the last 16. And here comes Lorraine looking to set up. What's she going to leave? She's going to leave 32. That is an absolutely perfect setup shot. What a visit from Lorraine Winstanley.
Treble 17. To render it totally irrelevant.
90.
Just dips below the double top. Winstanley deserved this opportunity.
Oh no.
She has been unable to take it.
Treble 20, treble 20, treble 10 for a perfect setup shot. And then misses the double 16 by such a degree she hits the 7, misses a big number, and allows Fallon back to the board. And you cannot afford to do that. When you're playing the very best players in the tournament, you just can't give them opportunities, particularly not Fallon, who has become synonymous with nerveless finishing.
100.
Well, you were talking about your conversations with Lorraine earlier when she was on the live stream, and the big thing she said was consistency, and there you see it summed up in 2 visits. Absolutely sublime to absolutely ridiculous.
And here comes Fallon, her first 180 of this one. And even Lorraine, having started with a ton 40, would have been feeling great, only to see Fallon come back over the top of it.
62.
This is a last 16 match. Other last 16 matches feature Lorraine Hyde against Mem Martin, Denise Cassidy against Tracy Davis. Tracy North also through, as we saw from the last match on the stream, waiting to find out who she will play. Lisa Ashton will take on either Maggie
59.
Sutton or Sharon Godbeer at this stage. Mikuru Suzuki, who Dan mentioned, beat Courtney Hine, will face either Laura Turner or Ros Bulmer. She is going to reach another final. Mikuru is going to have it difficult from here on in because it's Turner or Bulmer, then probably Lisa Ashton, and then maybe Dieter Hedman.
$20 for tops.
52.
Can't find a way over it. But will come back, and she managed to pin double 10 in the previous leg. All Lorraine can do is try and pressure. She'll have to come down for the 19s now.
40.
Double 10. to double the lead.
15.
Offers some hope to Lorraine. She attempts to pull her leg back. Not going to do it in this visit, but 5 is not an easy finish.
Yeah, she's just not looking
41.
quite as sharp as she was when we saw on the stream earlier on, is she?
Game shot.
And that is polished off for a 2-0 lead for Fallon Sherrock. Averaging in the low 80s after the first couple of legs. It's beatable. But Lorraine's got to raise a game to that she produced against Lisa Ashton. That's a bit more like it.
A little sign from Winstanley there, but Sherrock
180.
just supersedes it immediately.
Exactly what she did last time. Ton 40 from Lorraine, 180 back at her from Sherrock. This time she goes 1, 2, 3. Hits
100.
back with 3 big trebles instead of 2 again. And it is demoralising. Playing the same game, but your opponent's playing with a different deck. They've got
58.
better cards. What are you supposed to do?
$24.
And there's been too many darts into that one segment for Lorraine. And she's in again.
140. $85. $55.
It won't matter that she was unable to take that out. Some pressure can be put on here. May go down to the 19s now.
137.
Excellent stuff from Lorraine Winstanley. So she leaves herself on a double. Can Sherrock deny her the chance to take it
48.
out? Once again, just falling short on double top.
This will be nowhere near the 7. She made that mistake earlier. Oh my word, but the second one is. And she will be absolutely raging, Lorraine Winstanley. You could see the cogs
16.
worried. Don't make the same mistake as last time. First start, great marker. Next start, straight in that 7 again. And once again, she's punished on double 10. It is deja vu for Lorraine Winstanley, who will feel she should be 2-1 up here. 2 incredible setup shots. The 150 and the 137. But leaves herself on double 16, and both times she makes the same costly mistake.
96.
It's hard enough to beat Fallon Sherrock
60.
when you're playing your best game. But to squander opportunities in that fashion must be so demoralising that Winstanley must
60.
be wondering if it's even possible for her to turn this around from a 3-leg deficit.
Well, if you find some way of moving double 16 to the middle of single 7, I think she's got a chance.
85.
But until then, got problems. Mem Martin's got problems against Corinne Hammond. The Australian has raced into a 3-0 lead in that one.
100.
Good friends Hammond and Sherrock keep running into each other at the
140.
Women's Series and could do again in the quarter.